is derived from the laws of Islam, the Islamic teachings, Islamic principles, Islamic laws, and that includes gender norms, purpose of life, how to deal with hardships, how to perceive yourself and your position in society, how to conduct yourself in society, and so on and so forth. And all of that kind of stems from the belief that we will at some point be accountable for everything, that this life is temporary, and so on. So whatever views that I express today are derived from that perspective, and I don't mean to put down anybody else's views, you know what I mean? Like, we're all different, and I think if you lack the strength to maintain tolerance of others' beliefs, then all you really are is a snowflake, and I just cannot interact with snowflakes. They piss me off. I mean, either be really strong in what you believe, wherein other people's opposing opinions or beliefs do not trigger you, do not bother you, because they came in the room, and I lost my train of thought. But yeah, basically, I'm just saying that it's okay to have opposing views as long as we kind of respect each other's way of life and you move on. Also, I don't really hold Andrew Tate on a pedestal. I know he's the top G and everything, but I just think he's just another guy. I don't really know the man personally to like or dislike him. All I can really talk about are the views that he expresses, and I'm just gonna react to that. That's it. So let's get right into the video. He begged 19-year-old for the rest of his life, and he possibly kill him. So I'll tell you why. Because when he walked to the therapist office and said, "I feel depressed," the therapist said, "Okay, there are some mind-altering drugs that I need to tease you 6 hours a day, every day, and we're gonna talk about sad things for the next 10 years. I'd kill myself, but if you would have walked into the therapist office, then there's said to Robbie Williams, there are people in the world with no food. There are people who have lost their entire families in a car crash today. You're a selfish idiot. Get some balls." He'd still be alive today in this whole society of accepting depression as soon as someone depressed instantly coded them. "Oh, poor you, it's okay. We know you can't help it." Why are you telling people they can't help it? Why are you reinforcing that mindset? You come to me and say you're depressed, I will fix you. Okay, well, there's a lot that he's saying here. Look, depression, man, it's a real thing, right? There have been tons of scientific studies that have been done that, provide evidence on the different activization on the parts of the brain when you're depressed, psychological, mental impact, emotional impact, physical impact, and they're kind of all combined together. And we have also seen that there are medicines out there that do, to some extent, support dealing with depression, kind of like a progression towards better mental health. Some people turn to drugs. There's always kind of an avenue that one can take to handle depression, and Andrew basically is saying the only avenue that you should really be taking is the avenue of gratitude. And honestly, I do resonate with that, because in Islam, we are constantly supposed to be sleeping, not listening to lectures and lectures of, I don't even know, things that you probably don't really want to hear about right now. But look, if you can understand what it is that is making you depressed, a lot of times it's really the absence of something in your life. Either you don't feel fulfilled, you feel lost because you don't know where you're headed, you feel broken because somebody you love just broke your heart. Perhaps you are experiencing a loss of a loved one, perhaps loss of a relationship, loss of a loved one via death. Maybe you lost your job, maybe you're doing really bad in school, maybe you're insecure about the way that you look. There's always an absence of something that leads you to be in such a sad state, and that constant repetition in your mind, the thing that you're lacking, can lead you into a really dark hole, and you become so fixated on that it makes up the entire contents of your thoughts, and then you continue giving power to it, and it kind of becomes like a cycle. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, at the end of all of that, all you're really doing is being an ungrateful piece of shit. Honestly, that's it. At the very, very, very core of it. But it's not easy, because sometimes you can be grateful for the things you have and you are, but just because that one thing you don't have amounts to so much more in your eyes, you value the things that you do have lesser than what you would have valued if you had the thing that you don't have. But that's all in your mind, because if you really truly contemplate and imagine your life without the things that you currently have, could it be that your situation could have been worse? That you're actually in a much better place, that things could really have gone haywire. So, it's all about perspective, and I'm really not about drugs, taking any sort of medication for dealing with something as severe as depression. It's a mental thing. It's something within yourself. It's an internal conflict, and you can really solve that. You are the reason for it, and you can also be the reason to, get rid of it. As harsh as that may be, sometimes we just gotta accept that we're weak, and you just gotta get up and be a man about it and keep it living, keep moving on. But yeah, those are my thoughts gender norms, gender roles in society. So there is a verse in the Quran that states that men have a degree over women. And, if we were to unpack this verse, all it really means is that the men are the maintainers, providers, and they're responsible for the well-being of women. And I think it is a huge responsibility as a man to deal with that. I look at my father and I see this man has sacrificed literally his entire youth, his adulthood, just for me and my brother and my mother to have a good life. And I could never ever replicate what he has done for us ever. Even if I worked, as many years as he did, just how much I got a better off start. The man literally started from the bottom, and I'm not because of him. His mental strength to keep going simply to protect his family is something that's completely, it's something that I could never possibly do from a financial point of view, protection point of view. I don't know if that really makes any sense. So it's really difficult being a man, and I will never understand a woman complaining about her man providing for her. Bro, are you kidding me? You're literally having a choice to live your life as you like without having to enslave yourself day and night. Like, your man is doing that for you. How can you not appreciate or give him the respect that he deserves? And how could you not be there for him? How could you not support him in other ways? In like cooking and cleaning, making sure that he comes into a clean house, his laundry's done, and you greet him with good words after he busted his ass all day long. It's literally the least you can do. This is assuming that we're living in a traditional family model. I know now it's a little bit difficult, given that it's really hard to survive on one source of income. And it's important that women do step in, again, as a supporting role, not a primary role. I think sometimes it can undermine the man's power in the house if women are assuming certain responsibilities that typically, in a traditional sense, belong to men. And I just think that's unfair. Men already go through so much crap all day long. Honestly, I don't know. So again, like I said, my understanding of gender roles are derived from Islamic teachings. Men are the maintainers, protectors, providers. Women nourish, nurture, and raise the society. And that is an equally important role. It truly is. If you are raising shitty people, your society is going to be impacted in a negative way. And Islam also really stresses on the fact that both men and women are equal. However, that does not necessarily mean that they should have the same rights. To be equal means to also be just. And women and men are not the same. Biologically, we're not the same. Psychologically, we're not the same. Emotionally, rationally. These are things that I think sometimes a lot of women have a difficulty in swallowing because they think that it undermines them. And it's kind of pride and arrogance, really. But I don't see it that way. I think women are extremely strong. Extremely strong, man. We give a life. Like, we have our own strength. own strengths, and together we cover each other's weaknesses. That's how I see it. So yeah, I agree with Andrew Tate on what he's saying, about men doing all these difficult jobs and women should be there, for her man. I definitely agree. But again, that's talking in a traditional sense, and of course I acknowledge that not all families are traditional. I know that there's a huge spectrum of gender, especially in the West. It's quite uncommon here in the Middle East, but I know that it is definitely a phenomenon in the West, and that calls for different reasonings, rationales, and studies to really understand the impact of it in society, whether beneficial or not. That's irrelevant, just in general to kind of analyze how society is being impacted on it from a non-traditional point of view. So yeah, I don't have enough knowledge to comment on that, and even if I did, I wouldn't, because that's getting political, and I wouldn't be political publicly. Okay, let's move on to the last video. My kids, I don't think they will learn anything. Do you know how many teachers I've seen pissed out of their minds? I'm a teacher. Oh, you ain't got shit to teach my kid. You're an idiot, right? I can teach them to do whatever they want. I can teach them that all. We have unlimited knowledge. Oh my god, he talks so fast. With discipline, my kid will know more than any kid in a public school, without indoctrination, without all the propaganda. Okay, he's basically talking about how shit schools are. Okay. This one's really interesting. So, I remember back in university, one of my professors was uncovering the crimes that were done against the Aboriginals prior to the founding of Canada. This is basically Canada was founded when Louis Riel, an Aboriginal tribal leader of Métis, was, first exiled and then executed, and literally Canada was founded upon his death. And it's funny because Canada celebrates Louis Riel every year, given that he's known as the founding father. But really, that's just all bullshit. They killed him because he was fighting for the Aboriginal sovereignty, and he was killed. Just to kind of summarize, mainly because of that, because he undermined the French and the British sovereignty. But it's funny. So when we were uncovering the story of Louis Riel and just Aboriginals in general, from modern state of Aboriginals, the discrimination, the ethnicity cleansing, and so on. Our professor told us that she's having a hard time renewing her contract as a professor for the next term because they wanted her to change her syllabus to be more, biased, really, to kind of hide the history, the truth, the facts, to sugarcoat things. And we did a kind of a huge protest against that, because you cannot control knowledge. Yet, to some degree it is, and I know that could probably be the case anywhere really. There's always two sides of the story, and depending where you are in the world, you will only hear that one side of the story, where you're victimized, where you present yourself as a victim, although that may not necessarily be true. Or like in science, I took an elective, bio elective, and the first thing the professor said was that evolution is a fact. Now, after studying this subject in depth, I understand that within the academic field, there is in fact no consensus on the process of evolution. Okay, evolution is there, but how it occurred, there's no consensus on that. So there's still conflicts among scientists on how we actually evolved and what were the processes that took place. Was it natural selection? You know, and so on. There's tons which I don't really want to get into now. But the professor presented it as if there was only one form of evolution, and that in and of itself is a fact, and she was already being biased. Perhaps that was not her intention, but her statement was false. So I think in some way, knowledge in an academic field, in an environment, in a school / university environment, I think knowledge can and is to some extent controlled. But I don't dismiss the idea of schools because it does teach you to kind of come out of your comfort zones, you know, school projects, all that kind of stuff, social cues, being able to interact, and so on. But I'm also not against homeschooling. Sometimes I'm really conflicted. I think at the end I'm probably, if I ever have a kid someday, inshallah, I'll probably homeschool him until like 16, 17 and send him off to university. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of agree with them. But this propaganda bullshit is everywhere, no matter where you really turn. So yeah, I think we all just need to not necessarily rely only on what we learn in school. We should take the initiative to learn outside of school as well. Learn different perspectives, different theories, different, evidences, and then derive our own conclusion and understanding on the subject, about our life, about our existence, about our purpose, about who we are, what our beliefs are. Everything shapes you, and you don't want that you are, 100% shaped only by Andrew Tate, because that's the only guy that you ever listen to. It's important to hear different views, different belief systems, and it helps you to understand